Hey, welcome everybody. Thank you all so much for being here with me on this Monday morning. All right, I'm excited to show you all how I create quotes on Canva. So y'all, if you have any questions, definitely feel free to put those out for me into our chat. All right, y'all, I just want to make sure you can see the screen. It should be our exclusive getaway alert, one that I created not too long ago. Just want to make sure y'all can see that. Let's see. All right. Yes, y'all guys can see that. All right. Okay. So this is what we do, you guys. When it comes to building quotes, right? Everybody has their opinion on what works best for them. All right. So what I recommend you guys do is just kind of find what works for you. All right. You might find Adobe works better for you. But honestly, y'all, Canva for me has been a lifesaver. I have used it for pretty much every aspect of my business from the start. And so what we're going to do, y'all, is I'm just going to show you how you can put a travel quote onto Canva. You can send this out to your client. You might call a quote a proposal. So whatever you feel comfortable saying, y'all, that is what we're doing, right? So it's just us building our travel package, putting that package together in a format so that our clients can see what we have to offer, as well as a pricing point, right? So let me go real fast. I want to show you how simple it is to find a travel itinerary on Canva. All right. So if you're familiar with Canva, y'all, you can do so much with this platform. All of your content that you create can be made on Canva. Right. So let me just show you real fast. Y'all see this new feature? I'm so excited for this. I've seen this for the past 2 weeks and the excitement is so much. New features launched in 16 hours. Like, come on, it's been long enough. All right. So look, what we do, you go into your search, okay? You want to do a travel itinerary, you can type in itinerary. And Canva will pull up in any of those templates, okay? So the first thing it's going to do is created by you or your team. Now, these Canva templates, y'all, absolutely amazing, okay? It is so exciting that they are releasing new features, okay? All right. Everybody does things differently, okay? You do what works for you, right? But let me show you some really cool ways to put together a travel quote, right? So, like this one that I'm hovering over, this is a pro for premium, all right? If you guys do not have Pro, they still have thousands of free templates you can use. All right. So any of the templates that you see, you can edit those to your liking. So that is what I have done, you guys. I have chose a template that I liked and I took that template, I edited all the details. All right. So when you choose on your template, Canva will give you several others to choose from. So this is kind of like that presentation format, right? It's multiple pages. So yes, we'll have to edit every page, but honestly, you guys, it's so much easier than building this from scratch, okay? It takes a long time to build proposals from scratch. So I do recommend finding a template. All right. Travel planner. These are so cute, y'all. These are so cute. Right. This is why I love Canva so much because it has so much for us. It offers so much. Okay. Well, let me go back because I wanted that. I just wanted to see. Let's see. Travel itinerary. Let's try that again. All right, let me choose the one that we had and let's customize this template because I want to show you guys how cool this is, okay? All right, when it comes to your travel quote, y'all, what information should go into that proposal, all right? We should have every aspect of that travel itinerary into the proposal. That's right, the price. That's right, exactly. We have the price. right? But when it comes to actually building this information, y'all, we should have every single detail into that proposal. Okay. I know that it's not the travel itinerary and the client has not officially made the reservation, right? But including all of the information that they need to know to make an informed decision on the actual purchase price, y'all include those details. Okay. So let me show you one that I created for one of my clients. Yep. And if it includes airfare, everything. Okay. So what I do, y'all, I go onto Canva. I open the app that I'm utilizing, most likely Vax, because Vax is my go-to for every aspect of travel, even just hotels, right? Flights, right? The only time I don't use Vax is when it's just like a rental car or a transfer. I'll usually go to either RoomRes or Expedia Tap for that. So you guys, I do a little bit of research just like we all do. We get some really nice images that we want to put on our picture, okay? Do y'all want this link? If you do, I will make a copy of it and I will put this out into the chat for you, okay? Well, you know what? I'll just go ahead and make you a link right now. Right, let me make a copy. Now, if you want to utilize this specific link, right, make sure that you make your own copy, all right? So once you click on this, right, you're going to click on File and you're going to click Make a Copy, all right? So that you have your own copy of this design so that when you start editing any of this, all right, nobody else can make those same edits, okay? Let me give this to you. Let's see. I'm going to do anyone with the link can edit. I'm going to copy that. And let's put this out there. That way you guys can just edit to your liking. And what's really cool about Canva, y'all, is you can use the designs more than one time. Okay, so if you want to use, I don't know why it's giving me issues like that. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Let me go back right here. All right. All right, now, if you want to use this template for more than one proposal, you can do that because all you have to do is click File, make a copy. So you can have as many copies of it as you want, okay? I'm going to exit out of the copy, you guys. All right, now, your images. Those are going to be your high quality images. You can take those from the vendor. You can go to the resort itself and take images from the resort. That's what I do, all right? I will either use the vendor or the resort. I try to leave Google out because, y'all, Google is really funny when it comes to, I don't take images from Google, all right? I don't. I just use our vendor and any of our resorts, all right? Now, this come from Canva, so you can actually search on Canva photos, all right? You can search all sorts of different photos. See, these are recommendations that come up. Now, if they are pro, they will have a little crown on them, but y'all, they do have free photos, okay? So don't let the little crown scare you away from utilizing Canva. Now, my second page usually is always about me. I do have different business cards, so that aspect of it has changed a little. So you guys, change all of that, right? Now, this page, y'all, is so important for me because we love our clients, right? But sometimes not everybody understands that passport situation, okay? So I have exactly what is needed for international travel with our passport booklet, okay? And then I have our US passport card. The only reason that is on there is so that my clients can see the difference, okay? I have clients that have passport cards and have tried to travel out of the country with those passport cards. Guys, we know that's not possible, right? Absolutely not. So for me, having this page on all of my travel itineraries is huge, right? And if it's not on the actual proposal you see right here, it's going to be in the email that they receive, all right? Now, all of the required information, right? If they're traveling out of the country, they need to know what is needed to travel out of the country, right? When it comes to the actual itinerary, right, that's when you're going to put in all of the information that they need, including what is needed. So if they need shots to travel out of the country, if they need visas to travel out of the country, you guys, that is where we tell them all of this information so that they know before they even book. Okay, well, all right, for me to go to I think this has 2 or 3 different options in here, all right? But for me to travel out of the country to go to this specific country, I need to have my passport book, right? I need to have a visa, right? So that they know, all right? They're not coming back to you and saying, well, you didn't tell me this. You didn't tell me that. Yes, I did. You did not read, right? Y'all, even we ourselves as travel agents, there's a lot of times where we are doing stuff and we don't read all of the information, right? We just skim through it, we breeze through it. So it's essential for us to make our clients understand what is needed for them to travel, right? I have clients, y'all, which I'm sure y'all will always as well. They don't know exactly where they want to go. They just want to go. So that is why you see several different options inside of this one proposal. All right. We have St. Lucia. Right. I included pictures of St. Lucia. Right. Please take time to learn about all the requirements well in advance and prior to departure for visiting your destination to understand how this will affect your experience. So I'm including everything that is needed for them to travel. So if that country is hard to get into for them, you guys, they're not going to choose that, right? They're going to go somewhere else. Right. Once I choose that location, I choose that resort. And these are images that come from the resort because, oh my gosh, they are absolutely beautiful, right? So this is Zoetry. And I included nestled minutes from UNESCO protected jewel, right? That's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Absolutely beautiful, all right? Let's see, images of the resort. And then more images of, or not more images, just more information, right? I just give a little bit of information. Y'all know in Vax, whenever you pull up the resort or the hotel information, it just gives you a little script about that specific resort. And that is what that is. I just copy from the page and paste it into Canva so that, yes, there's a lot of information, but my client can see what those resorts have to offer. All right. Junior suite, right? King bed. The amenities, get free perks, in-room champagne, up to 63% off. And then this is the flights that accompany. Okay. Let me go. Let's see. I want to make sure that. All right, let me just double check. Okay, so that package price, it does not say anything about transfers on this, you guys. I'm assuming that that is not in there. St. Lucia, the hotel, and then your airfare, and it has the pricing so that they can see. So what I normally do, y'all, when it comes to building a proposal, if it is one resort, then I will include the deposit price, when that deposit is supposed to be made, and the due date of the actual trip. So here you see I have 3 different options, 3 or 4 different options. I'm not really sure exactly how many I put into this one, but I didn't include the deposit price, okay? Once my client picks their resort, then I will go back through and give them a detailed price quote. All right. So that they know exactly when those deposits are due. Y'all, you know, just like I do, pulling any information inside of Vax, it takes a minute, right? So just having that base price and letting your client know they have the option to place a deposit down. So once they choose that resort, you're able to provide that deposit price for them and then move forward with that booking, right? There's a lot of information that we have to put into our travel proposals. So y'all, this is just the 3 that I've put together. And like I said, I just go on to Vax, I copy and paste the information, I find some really nice images, and I put that information together. All right. Okay, so here is the round, the transportation. I must have missed it on that first page, right? And let's see that pricing. Here's our pricing and Turks and Caicos, right? We have Turks and Caicos. And then all of that information, the same information, you guys, we have our room, taxes, all meals, 24-hour snack station. So any of the information that they need about that resort, you guys, are inputted into the proposal, right? And then I have a contact page and then a thank you page, right? Because we want to thank all of our clients, even our potential clients, you guys, for reaching out to you to make that reservation, all right? Now the next one, this is going to be Los Cabo. This is only, I think this is only one resort. Let me just double check. Okay, yes. So this is Riu Palace Cabo San Lucas. Beautiful resort, you guys. I love it. And this happens to be one of my favorite quotes that I have built. I don't know why, but it is, right? And your passport information, all right? This is telling you what is needed to travel out of the country, right? We have our flights, right? Return flights. So the way that I set it up is a little different every time. So sometimes you guys, I might do the flights and then the transportation, like the departure flights and then the transportation too. And then at the end, I will put the return flights and the transportation back to the airport. So how you put it together, you guys, like how you actually see that depends on how you want those pages to be presented. Okay, so let me show you what that looks like. All right, back to that first page. Right, here we go. And when I share my Canva pages, y'all, I do it two different ways, okay? So I will download this as a PDF onto my laptop. So when I send this to my client, I'm sending them the PDF and I'm also sending them the link to the actual document. So they cannot make any edits to the document. They can only look at it, right? But the reason I do it like that is because sometimes when we're on like our phone, right, and we try to pull up a document or a presentation on Canva, it doesn't look right on our phone, right? So having the option to actually open a PDF. So if I download it as a PDF and I open it on my phone, I can see it good. But if I click that link and I try to open it through my phone, it's really messed up, right? You'll have letters over letters, numbers over numbers, pictures over pictures. So giving them two options to look at that way they don't have to reach back out to me and say, oh, well, Miss Brittany, I can't access the document. Like the pictures are over the pictures. Like I can't read it. So I send them two formats so that they don't have to worry about whether or not, right? And I add in, well, if you have any issues with the link, click the PDF at the bottom, right? Our transportation, the hotel, absolutely beautiful, you guys. Yes. The spa, right? Any amenities. So this is an all-inclusive. So all meals, snacks, everything is going to be provided. And it says additional information. All guests are required to wear an armband for identification. All right, some of the restaurants. So I know that my client wants this specific resort, so I included in more information as far as that. All right, and so this was for adults, you guys. This is coming up into the December year. All right. My client actually has a travel credit with FunJet so that they're able to utilize that travel credit. Right. Travel protection. All right. I love to add the travel protection because it's, for me, it's really important, you guys. Getting out of those resort cancellation fees, those airline cancellation fees. If you have your client purchase travel protection, right, whether that's the cash refund or the actual travel credit, they are covered for all of those cancellations. So they'll get their entire purchase back except for the travel protection. All right. So if they spend $7,000 on a trip and $900 on the travel protection, they'll get the $7,000 back, but they won't get the $900 back for the travel protection. Okay. That's just the extra security for them. All right. And I do definitely recommend the cash refund rather than the travel credit. Okay. Because that travel credit only lasts for a certain amount of time. Okay. You have like, it's like a full year to use that travel credit. So if you're a client, definitely think about the cash. All right. Now I have one more that I want to show you guys, and that is going to be for Jamaica. All right. I love Jamaica. It's so pretty. Y'all see my little boy? He's a mess. All right. So let me go into here. Let me get this to go away. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right. Now, all of my itineraries, all of my proposals, y'all are going to have information about the passports. All right. And it's the presentation itself may look a little different for the proposals that I sent out, but all of the information that I put into the quotes are the same, which is everything that they need to know. All right. And just some wonderful, wonderful images. All right. Information about your flights. All right. And that payment. So here we go. This is the balance due, price per person. Here's our deposit and the full payment due on April 1st. So y'all, I don't normally add in the actual payment date. Okay. So if the full payment is due April 1st, I'll do about 10 days, 10 to 15 days before that. Okay. So that I myself have that extra 10 to 15 days, and so does my client. So if I reach out to my client 15 days before that payment is due, right? And I say, hey, your payment is due. Your last payment is due. You need to get this paid ASAP. And they come back and tell me, okay, well, I'm not going to have that money until Friday, right? All right, that's fine. On Friday, you give me a call. Y'all, that saves us a lot of stress and hassle, okay? You give your client an extra 10 to 15 days before that actual due date. So if you don't have to worry about the trip being canceled because they don't have the money to put that in, all right? But what you should be doing is when your clients make a reservation, right, and they put a deposit down, right, do the math, you guys, and figure out how many months they have until that due date, right? And send them a payment schedule, either weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, and let them know this is what's due on this date to have it paid off by this date, so that on 15 days before their due date, right, they're not coming to you and saying, oh, well, I got $4,000 to pay and I don't have $4,000, right? That way they can see how much they can pay out each month and still have that paid in full before the due date, right? Less stress, less headache, you guys, right? Because we all know, right? Even when it comes to ourselves, y'all, sometimes we wait till the last minute to do something, right? So your client doesn't know that you're giving them an extra 10, 15 days, but you do, and you're going to save them so much trouble, so much frustration. But all right, let me pull up our Zoom. Ria, you have any questions? Anything that we can go over? Let me think. I think I kind of covered everything. I wanted to do like a walkthrough of how to put this together, you guys, but I'm pretty sure you guys are good to go unless you want to do an actual walkthrough of putting this information on a template. Let's see. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all are good? Yes, you're good? So useful. Thank you. Yeah, here, look, and look, let me give you guys a link to this as well. Okay. That way you have, do you schedule on Canva? I do schedule out my content on Canva. So I'm going to make a copy of each of these designs, y'all, and you guys can utilize these, okay? Oh, yes, yes. So when I do the itinerary, I will put out that payment schedule. So everybody's payment schedule is different. If I don't use Canva, I will put it in like just an email, right? What you can also do, you guys, is create an invoice so that your clients can see, which they're not going to be paying you, of course, right? They pay the vendor. All right, let's see, edit. Let me copy this for you. And y'all, make sure y'all take out all of my information, okay? All of my contact information, the links to my pages, everything, all right? So you'll pretty much have just a bland, well, it's not going to be bland because, I mean, you're going to want to keep some of this stuff. And make sure you make your own copy, okay? File, make a copy so that you have your own copy and you don't have to worry about anyone messing that up for you, okay? Not that anyone would purposely do that, y'all. Um, Nobody would purposely mess that up for you, all right? But sometimes it's kind of you don't know whether or not you're on your own copy, all right? So definitely make that copy. Oh, Canva is being slow today. All right, anyone with the link can edit. Okay. Now I want to show y'all one more thing, okay? So let's say you're on Canva and you're editing some details, right? And let's say you click this picture and you delete it. Oh no, what happened? Just click this back arrow, okay? So any of the mess ups that you do, they're not really mess ups, all right? Because you can undo everything and fix it back in place, all right? Now y'all, click file, make a copy so that you have your own copy, okay? That way you guys can get in there, you can kind of play around with it, y'all can take stuff out. Of course, you're going to take a lot of stuff out, but you have you have three different templates that you guys can use today. You can save them. And when it comes to actually searching, y'all just go into our search on Canva, search travel itinerary, travel proposal, and Canva will pull thousands of designs for us. And again, all of those can be edited. All right. Let me stop my screen share, you guys, and let me stop my recording too. Hang on just a second.